I'm Caitlin E, and welcome to the Lit Review. Today we're doing February's page one unboxing. I know I just unboxed January's with you last week, but this came this week, so we're doing this in a more timely fashion. Sorry for the epic duplication of content. So if this is your first time doing a page one unboxing with me, page one is a bookish subscription box that is sourced from a bookstore by the same name in Evanston, Illinois, and their whole thing is that it's a personalized, curated recommendation service. So they are sending you a unique book to any other subscriber, and it really is curated based on what you tell them you like, what you don't like. You can link your Goodreads. There are several questions that they ask you, and you can be as wordy as possible. Currently, they are selling subscriptions in 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month increments, or a year. So I currently have the year subscription because this has just been such a fun service for me, and it's also an indie book box that I just love supporting and bringing to you. So I will link their website down below if you want to go check it out for yourself, but as always, no pressure. And as always, I do pay for this myself, just putting that out there for transparency reasons. So let's get into it. So page one is the kind of box that is really straightforward. It's all about the book, but you do get some cute little stuff inside. There is, as always, a branded page one bookmark with a quote on the back. And this month's quote is, "Many people, myself among them, feel better at the mere sight of a book. Jane Smiley." Cute. And then there's always this little card here with stuff on both sides. This side that has the paragraph of text is explaining their, it's not quite a return policy, but it's if you have already received this book elsewhere or just don't like it, you can email them and they will send you a new book at no cost to you. All they ask is that you find your original book a good home, because they really are about making sure that you're a very happy reader. And then on the side there is usually another quote and a little tidbit about what's inspiring them this season. And again, because it's a curated subscription box, they're not writing personal notes that would take a long bit of time and effort for them, but just kind of a little bit of touching base. So the quote is, "He loved books, those undemanding but faithful friends." Victor Hugo from Les Miserables. And then they also write, "We celebrate love and our love of books with you every month, but especially in February. Wishing you lots of love in your reading and daily life. Your literary matchmakers." There's a cute little heart stamp. So that's what this is all about. And then there's usually a bookish good. Sometimes it's branded with page one, and other times it's just a cute little thing. This month, I'm kind of curious. They sent the memory game, so it's a little deck of cards. This is cute. I like little, compact things like this, especially, I'm not traveling now, but, when we would go on vacation or travel, things like this were great to have on a plane or in a cabin or just wherever, hanging out. It's always good to have something quick and easy. And then the thing we're actually here for, the page one book. I say it every time, but I'm still always so impressed by how beautifully these are wrapped. And it makes it feel like a present, makes it feel really special every single time. So it's just plain brown wrapping paper with its little ribbon, but I think it's a paperback. I think, ooh, interesting. Okay. This is a translated work. I've never heard of this book before. This is going to be interesting. It's called Waist Tide by Chin Kifan. Kifan? I'm going to look that up before I actually read this, but that is my best guess, just being a phonetic speller, reader, person. Oof, okay. I think this is a bit of a stretch. Normally, I rave to you about how on point I feel like these recommendations are, and this could still be a very on point recommendation for me, but reading the synopsis on the back, this is not the thing that I would not pick this up for myself. This would actually make me a little uncomfortable, so I am not sure how I feel about this, but it is a translated work, which is pretty awesome, and the translator's name is Qin Liu, I believe. So this is set in China, which I do appreciate and think is really interesting, that I'm getting books that are translated or from around the world. I do like that aspect a lot, to be clear. But this is set in a place called Silicon Island, where the world's trash kind of collects. So everything from electronics to sewage. It's kind of touching on some real world stuff, even though this is a sci-fi novel. So the things that are electronic and sent to be recycled are actually sent to this island, and they just kind of corrode, and it's a trash heap. So the main character, Mimi, is called a waste worker, and she processes the toxic debris and like just kind of wants to get out of the situation. But there's a lot keeping her in her really poor situation of being a waste worker, including things like local gangs, profit-hungry foreign investors, and eco-terrorists. So the tail end of the synopsis is kind of like there's a war brewing between these powers, and Mimi and the rest of the waste workers need to decide whether or not they're going to stay pawns or change the rules of the game altogether. So some of the stuff on the back, the little like pull quotes, a chilling sci-fi novel about class war and trash in near future China and the people the world's economy leaves behind. Pressingly relevant. That's pulled from an article, I guess, written on The Verge. I'm a little scared or intimidated by this because it's just, first of all, sci-fi is not normally my jam. And I'm getting into it a little, but like it tends to alienate me more than welcome me in. I do lean more towards fantasy. I will own that while I care deeply about the reality of the issues of tech waste, tech overdependence, how we treat our climate and our Earth in general, I care very much about those issues. I don't always want to read about them because reading is about escapism for me, so I'm a little intimidated by this. I'm not gonna ask them to send me another one because I do want to try, and they've done so well by me in other recommendations that I do want to see if I can push myself here, but I am intimidated. So the next time I need to fulfill a challenge about a book that intimidates you, maybe I'll go for this one. But again, I do really appreciate that they sent me a book that is translated and that they sent me a book that is set somewhere outside of the US. Like, I think that's really cool. But we'll see how this goes, and I will report back when I've actually read this. So that is my page one unboxing for February. Have any of you read this book, by the way? Have any of you read Waste Tide? Because if you have, I would very much like to know. Please let me know down in the comments. But this is it. This is my book for February. I hope that this was fun to watch for you, and thank you for spending the time with me. I hope you have a fantastic reading day. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of me or this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.